Hi, I'm Laura. In this RDM Byte, you will learn about another aspect of REMBI metadata, the study component. More specifically, you will learn about the types of metadata that should be collected to describe each study component for bioimage data and how to store it. A study component can be thought of as the experiment performed, both the physical experiment and subsequent data analysis, or a series of experiments that have been conducted with the same aim in mind. The associated metadata should describe the imaging method used and include a description of the image dataset. The REMBI guidelines store high-level metadata in the study component and then divide the more detailed metadata into other modules. These are biosample, specimen, image acquisition, image data, image correlation, and analyzed data. These modules will be described in later RDM bytes, but for now keep them in mind so that you don't record details twice. For the remainder of this video, I will talk about points 2 and 3 and how to store the study component metadata. The imaging method should describe the techniques used to acquire the raw data. This could be one or multiple methods, which should be part of a relevant ontology. In this slide, I show that I am working with data from confocal microscopy, which, for example, is from the biological imaging methods ontology, although it is also present in a number of other ontologies. The description of the study component should include an overview. This should describe what was imaged as well as any process data that is created during analysis. For example, this study component is an experiment where cells have been imaged using confocal microscopy, and these images have been processed to output binary masks of the cells. Store the study component metadata using the same format as your study data file, for example, in the same comma-separated file. This was discussed in the RDM Byte about study metadata. Keeping formats and style consistent helps to keep things recognizable. You could either choose to store the metadata in the same file as your study data, or have a new file for each study component. This could be stored in the same place as your study metadata, or you could create a subdirectory structure. Please see links to additional resources alongside this video, as well as other RDM Bytes in this series.